welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky. I live in Oxfordshire and I do kind of nitty crafty videos. I haven't been doing it very long, and you can probably tell because I do natter on a bit too much. So I'm really trying to be a bit more organised with my videos. I would love to say that this was the first time I filmed this. However, this is the third. The first time I filmed this video, it was boring, so I didn't like it. Just got rid of it. The second time I filmed it was yesterday, and when I went to look at it to film another part, I realised I recorded the entire video with the camera facing the other way. So all you could see was plastic. You couldn't see a single thing. And what's really annoying is I felt like I felt like it was great. I was like, that went so smoothly. No, Becky, no it didn't. It tricked me. Lured me into false pretense that I made a perfect video. But yes, so every time I make this video, it kind of changes. So the first one was like a vloggy kind of situation that I was going to be doing. The second one was just kind of updating on some new whips. This one, I'm just going to see where this video takes me. I don't know. I really don't know. I really want to do another podcast, but I feel like it's been too soon. It's too soon for a podcast. So this is kind of like an in-between introducing some of my new babies. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I have got a week off work and I'm just going to do kind of a vlog week in my life again. I really enjoyed doing it before when I was just kind of including some of my crafty things I was doing. I think the weather's going to be really nice this week, hopefully, please. The lighting's probably going to change all the time because the sun keeps going in and out, so it's dark now and it was so sunny 2 seconds ago. But yeah, so things that I'm going to be working on this week are, I finished one of these socks and I've started the second one. So I feel like I'm getting on really quickly with these. So I'm on to the gusset. I believe that's what the ridgy back bit's called, a gusset, is it? I'm not too sure, to be honest, which I find really fun, to be honest. I'm really enjoying using the ChiaoGoo minis. I think they're just so much easier to use than the longer ones. Yeah, and it just glides. The only thing I've got to be really careful about is the stitches just slipping right off. So if I'm not concentrating or if I pick it up by the wire, they easily could all come out and slip off. So I've got to be really careful about that. I did say on a previous video that I went down a needle size and the different stitches, because this sock is huge. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, that is a big old sock. So this one's working out much smaller, which I'm glad about. I'm just getting on with this. I really, really enjoy making socks, and I was dog sitting my family pets, they're our children, Coco and Chanel, and they're little chalkies, they're gorgeous. Yeah, so when I was like letting them outside to have a wee, or like doing different things with them through the day where I was just kind of standing waiting around, I was just picking this up and knitting it, and I loved it. And also because I was looking after the dogs, they get me up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, so it gave me like that morning time that I got so much done. It was just really lovely. I actually quite enjoyed it, and I miss them now that they're gone. I feel quite lonely. So yeah, so this sock I'm working on this week, and I think I can get this definitely finished by the end of the week. I'm really enjoying it, and I am just picking it up because you don't really have to think about it, and that's what I like, is to not really think about things. Oh yeah, and the pattern is just the vanilla sock pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady, and really enjoy it. It is a free video tutorial on YouTube, but you can pay to get the written pattern, which I have done as well, just because I like just glancing and reminding myself rather than going through a video, because I don't feel like I really need a video now. The next thing I'm working on is this sock that I haven't been working on for absolute months, but I finally picked it up and have been starting doing it. So I've done the heel, gusset and turn well, I think that's how you'd say it. And I just need to, oh yeah, you can see the little hole. You always seem to get a little, well, I always seem to get a hole on the corners, which is fine because at the end I just sew that up. It's really easy. Yeah, so I'm just on the foot part and I really like him. I wasn't quite sure how mohair would hold up in a sock, and I googled it, and on Reddit it said, you know, people really liked it, they thought it was quite good, keeps your feet warm, and it adds this fluffy fabulousness. So yeah, I'm glad I put it in, but it is hard work to knit with, and I think that's because I've got then a 4-ply finger and weight, as well as the mohair on, what size needles are these? 2.25, so I think that's a lot to have on a tiny needle. So it hurts your hands because you're really pulling. Where like this one just glides. This one is hard work. So I'm not picking it up as much, but I still am, because I just want to get it done, to be honest. I'm excited to wear them. Yeah, so then I'm going to sew down the frills. I'll just tack them a little bit, like 4 little tacks, just to keep it down. Or when I block it, it might kind of lay more flat. So I'll see how I get on with that. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this one to finish. I'm just using my ChiaoGoo minis again. So the vibe I wanted to go for with this is just like pink, girly, fluffy, but the wool hasn't really kind of knit up like that. I'm not that much of a fan of it. So in the future, I'll probably use one like this, where it is a bit more pink and girly, but it's fine. So that is this one. I have made a mistake when I was doing the gusset, and you know what? I should have just pulled it back and started again, but by goodness, I am very lazy. And I looked and I thought, I can't do it. But I wish now I did, because it's, let me show you. Here I was, when you do the slip one, knit one, you slip one with the yarn in the back, but I was slipping one with the yarn in the front, then going around the back and knitting one, because with doing the Agnet cardigan, that's what the technique I'm using for that one, for the double knit button band. So I just feel like it's such a silly mistake. And when I realised, because you can see the difference where this is beautiful, it's beautiful at the beginning, and then there's this weird chunk. But you know, it's not the end of the world, and it's on your heels, so it doesn't really matter. So that's what I'm working on this week. And the third thing I've been working on is my Agnet cardigan. And this is my second one I'm knitting up at the moment. I've got more hair stuck to it. What's happening here? There we go. So halfway through a round, because I ran out of the full Kalana Alva. But I've got, where has it gone? I've got another one from upstairs. I was just too lazy to go upstairs. I really am sounding lazy. I'm not that lazy really. Yeah, so this has been my second Agnet cardigan. The first one I was doing in this green colour, and I really wanted to do a pink one, but I wanted to wait until I got to the arms to make sure it fit, because I didn't want to make 2 of the same cardigan and they both not fit. So after I did that, I found it could be doing with a bit bigger, because it's quite snug around here. So what I did is, my gauge is always off, I'm always tighter. So I just upped a needle size, and it's working out perfectly. I love, love, love this so far. I think it's such a cute pink. It'd probably go quite nice with this dress actually. Really love this. So I'm keen to get this done to the same part that my green one is, so then I can work on them alongside each other, because it takes me a while to like figure out what the instructions want me to do, and so I forget really quickly as well. So once I figure it out, I don't want to have to then figure it out again to do it on the second. So I thought if I just do them both at the same time, do each step, then I can just do that. And as well as these 3 projects, I also want to do just little bits on my poppy vest. I love the way the poppy vest looks. I may as well get it because it's right next to me. So I'm in my living room on the couch facing the window. So like I'm the wrong way around on the couch because of the window. It gives me a bit of nice lighting. And this whole side is a corner couch. It's just got my knitting all over it. And then I've got to tidy it every single day. But yeah, my poppy vest is this. I find it pretty, I wouldn't say boring, a little bit boring actually, doing the colour work of this because it's so fiddly. So although I love the look of colour work, I really don't enjoy doing it, which seems like a crime. And to be honest, I've got a lot of projects that are colour work that I want to do, so I'm gonna have to just learn to like it. Yeah, so that's my plans for this week. So I'll keep you updated, and if I start any new knitting projects or other crafts, then I shall keep you updated with that as well. What I'll do is each day I'll just update with what I've been doing. If I take some clips, then I'll do that. So yeah.
But also, like, again, my birthday's next week and I asked for charms for my family members, so fingers crossed. I'm just like hoping that I'll get a couple more next week.
Good morning. So I decided to come to Blenheim Palace today because it's only like 27-minute drive from my house, and I've just been sat knitting. I've took a few clips, but it's just absolutely stunning here. Yes, I'm just getting a bit sunburnt, so I'm going to have a little walk and see if I can find somewhere to sit in the shade. This is the moment I thought I was getting a cute little video of a duck, and then it attacked me. Hi, so it's the day after. It's actually my birthday today, so I decided to come back to Blenheim Palace just because I absolutely love it. It's so peaceful today. I decided to sit somewhere different today because I'm getting attacked by dogs. So I'm just gonna sit here and knit a bit, then I'll go home and have some lunch. Good morning. Excuse the fact that I'm in my pyjamas. The cute little duck nightie actually. This is a bit embarrassing really. So I'm doing my poppy vest this morning. I realised I keep like doing little clips saying good morning and things like that, but I'm not actually like chatting about my knitting, which is, you know, I would say a vital part of a knitting vlog. But you know, don't quote me. But yeah, I'm doing my poppy vest. I really am proper doing my whips instead of starting new ones, and I'm so proud of myself because I've got so much wool that I want to use, and so many projects I want to start. I've got like every single knitting website has baskets full of things waiting for me to buy them, and they keep like teasing me with sales, and I'm like, no, not until I finish some whips. And I'm actually doing it. I always say it, but I'm actually doing it this time. So Poppy Vest, I say this every time I talk about it, but I just can't wait to block it. I just desperately want to block it, but I'm not. I'm going to wait for the final reveal at the end. And just something that I'm using to help with colour work, because I can get lost quite easy with where I'm at and counting it, and I just hate the chart. Well, I like a chart better than writing, but I can find it quite time consuming to figure out what I'm doing next and getting a rhythm in my head. So I did find an app called Knit Companion. I'm sure it's called. Let me have a little look. Yes, it's called Knit Companion. And what you do is you upload, well, it links to Ravelry for starters. So if you've bought any patterns on Ravelry, it will automatically upload them on here. Or you can upload a file. And what you can do, you can edit it, we can do loads really, but the main thing I use it for is the work chart. You can move this to whichever row you're on. So I move it to the one under the row I'm on. Also you can like do loads of random things to it, like, so you can change the colours to make it easier to see. You can make it so that it highlights which one you're on. What I've done for the Songbird Mitten one is that has no rhythm. So like the Poppy Vest, it's like 2 2 1 2 2 3 2 2 1 2 2 3, and you can get in that rhythm and remember it. Where with the Songbird Mittens, there is no rhythm. It's so random. Well, on the bird side it is. So on that one, get it to count how many. So let me just bring it up, show you, see if I can show you. So it puts how many spaces. So can you see it's like 7, and I only got it to tell me if it's more than 3, I think. No, if it's more than 2. So if it's only 2 or 1, you can see it doesn't actually say, but here it says how many. So instead of me trying to figure out and count, I can just say, oh yeah, it's 3 1 1 2 3 2 1 2 3, that kind of situation, which is so much easier and made it far more enjoyable. That has changed the game for me with regards to colour work. It's made it a bit more enjoyable. I'm flashing all my legs. Yeah, so that I really like, and it just keeps me all in check with where I'm at. I think I did have to pay for it, a free trial, and then it's £30 a year, which I think is really not bad at all. So mine ends on the 27th of January 2026. Is that only in January I got? Wow. Yeah, so I'm just doing this. The pattern is like you follow the chart until row 110, and then it's got so many instructions. So it's like at the same time do this, at the same time do that, at the same time do that, and I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to have to write it all down properly in ways that I understand, not properly to everyone else, properly to my mind, which it'll be very confusing to anyone else, because really weird what my brain understands. I guess a lot of people are like this really, but like it has to be a very specific way for me to figure out what is going on. So yeah, then that will be the steeking section, and I think it's decreases for the arms at the same time as the colour work. Oh yeah, this is not going to be fun. Well, I don't know yet. I was watching someone else's video. They said, oh, you should really read a full pattern and understand it in full before you start it. So I thought, oh, okay, right, let me do that. No. For me, I have to take each step by each step, because I have no idea. I never have any idea what it means, what it's all about, until I actually do it and I watch the videos. Because even if I understood it at the beginning, by the time I get to it, I'm going to have to just research it all again anyways. Don't listen to me though, guys, because I'm not the right way. I just have a weird mind. Yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I'm on the top of... Excuse my nails, they're so bad at the moment because I bought a cabinet. So I seen someone, I think, who was it? Nuki or something? Katie Snooks? Can't remember. But she had this glass cabinet for her wall, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Then on Facebook, I follow the charity shop, the local military forces charity shop, and they put a cabinet up, and I was like, oh, that is perfect. I was like, I wonder how much it is. So I popped in on the way back from Blenheim Palace, and it was £20. This cabinet is gorgeous, and it needs a lot of work done to it, but I thought, well, worth it. So I bought it. My husband woke up from his night shift and he helped me carry it back. Well, put it in the car and then drive it back. Anyway, so I put it in the corner here. Let me show you. It is the cabinet, and I've put some wool in it. But it definitely needs some work doing to it because it's... Well, the thing is, as soon as I have like a task in hand, I just get straight to it without really thinking through what I should do properly. Well, I feel like it's properly at the time, but it never is. So I immediately bought that for £20, then immediately spent £54 in B&Q on all these sanding stuff, paint, all this stuff. Because I was like, I'm going to sand it and paint it and it's going to be cute. But then my husband was like, do you really just want to paint over the beautiful wood? I'm all for just painting over the beautiful wood, but then I love like the real authentic wood looking. But it's like been stained really, really dark, and I just don't want it really dark. So I started sanding the top. That is not easy work. That is really not easy work. So I'm going to hire a sander. We found somewhere. But there's so many intricate details. But I was just so excited to put my wool in that I spent it was my birthday yesterday, and I spent about an hour and a half spray painting the garden furniture and cleaning this cabinet. So I cleaned it all and put some wool in. I was so excited because I can sit in my living room and just look at my beautiful wool. Oh, and I got a delivery the other day of, oh gosh, I sound like an addict, an actual wool addict. As a birthday treat to myself. That's all I've said all week. But my gran, bless her, she was like, I don't know what to get you. So she just transferred me some money to get some wool. So I bought some Cardiff cashmere. With somewhat of a plan, but not really a plan of what I'm going to do with it. But I just bought it off the vibes, you know what I mean? So I got some just normal Cardiff cashmere, 3 balls, and some beautiful colours. And then I got the brush light version, and I was like, in my mind I thought Jack Scarf by Laura Penrose, the petite knit one, the Sophie scarf that everyone has. So that was my plan. Then when I seen it and I was like, oh, I'm so excited, and I was like looking at the patterns, I thought, realistically, when am I ever gonna wear a little petite little scarf for my neck? Because I know I'm not. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm really gonna have to think about it. But I thought I could do it for gifts. I don't know. We'll shall. So it's actually been like a few days since I last videoed because I'm terrible at this. So today I am going to be steeking my poppy vest, and I am terrified. So this is what it's looking like at the moment. There's a lot going on. I might do a whole video on my poppy vest because it was really quite complicated. Well, it probably wasn't complicated, it just was for me towards the end, because I had to do like a little steek section at the back just for the shaping and things. So hopefully I've done it right. If not, then oh well. I did see, so the person I got inspired to do this by months ago, Louise, on TikTok, she is actually just done a video about steeking hers, and I'm literally up to the same point, and I was like, this couldn't have come at more perfect timing, because I literally have no idea, because the pattern doesn't actually say to reinforce at all, it just says to cut it. And I have never steeked before, so I felt really uneasy about just cutting into my very, very, very hard work. This is the first garment that hopefully is going to fit. My first ever garment I made is in here. It's far too itchy. So I've never been able to just actually wear a garment. So please be the first one. So plan is I'm going to dampen it a little bit with just some, I just wanted to make sure it was plain water and not actually hair gel mixed with plain water. This is just Curl Jelly Refresh bottle, but it's not got any jelly in it. Hopefully. No, it hasn't. Yeah, I'm using that. I fortunately did get a felting kit for Christmas, so I've just dabbed into that and got some bits out of there. So I've got this little kind of foamy thing that you put under to stab it all. I've got my needles. I haven't, like a lot of people online use like ones with multiple needles, but I've only got like individual ones in here. So I can either hold them together or just be patient, and it may take a while. I'm not going to be too obsessive about it, because you don't need to reinforce. So this is just for my own reassurance. So I'm not going to be making sure every inch is felted. And then in the kit came these things. So I'm guessing these are to make sure you don't felt your finger, I guess. So I might use them, they might get in the way. And then I've got this little handle that you put the needles in to make it easier to hold. So I'll readjust the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it on my puffy. Someone's walking past my window. I'm just going to do it on the puffy in the living room because that's the comfiest. So let me readjust. Can you see? Right, so I'm just going to pop this full mat in. I hope it actually fits. I'll do the centre one to give more room first. So that's the bottom bit. Trying to decide where like a good spot to steek is. And I think I'm just going to do it on the coloured parts. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, so I'm just going to spray it. Should have got a needle out to start with. I think. How does this go in? No, I'm just going to hold it normally. And oh, I broke it. Bugger. That sounds about right. I'm going to get more. Yeah, there's 4 there. Is that a bit crazy? Maybe that's a bit crazy. That's not the vibe. No, that's not the vibe. It's felting. Obviously, I'm going to sit up a bit. that's itched around that. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I'm scared. Scissors. Oh, I'm scared. I feel like that looks a lot messier than what other people's look like. It's like fraying a bit. Hopefully that's fine. Or I have steeked the front bit and it looks so much more messier than what everyone else's does online. Giving me I did something wrong. Let me try and see if I can show you. So when other people do it online, it's quite smooth. Where maybe it's like cut into the wrong part. Can you see it's like all... Let me pull a bit, see what happens. I'm just going to try not to touch it too much. And hope for the best. But it's not looking good to me. Now I can't decide to carry on because I don't know if it's right. I might felt it a bit more. I'm going to felt it a bit more. So I have cut all the steaks. That was stressful. I've got biceps now and I didn't like it. It was scary. So this is what it's looking like. This is my... I'm getting so excited. This is my V, my armhole. So last time I tried it on, it was a bit tart. And now, so since starting this and learning knitting stuff, I know to always just go up a needle size. Just go straight up a needle size because I knit quite tightly compared to others. So I'm normally a size, oh my god, on my ends. I'm normally a size UK 14 and this is a XL and it's rather tight. And I don't know whether it is normally is or not. I'm not sure because I may have just knit it tightly. There we go. This is what it's looking like. I really need it to loosen off a bit because it is not cutesy if it's this tight. Obviously I wouldn't wear them with these linen trousers, but I'm so proud of myself. I can't actually believe that I've done this. I might like do a bit of like cropped situation. Oh, I think I like it a bit more cropped. Yes, so next, I actually have no idea what is next. So I'm gonna read the instructions, see what I'm doing next, but I might end the vlog here or here Thank you for watching, and the next video I'm going to make, and hopefully I'm going to make it after work sometime this coming week, is a podcast. So just updating on everything that I've been up to and doing, and then yes, so thank you for joining me on this little vlog. Very random little clips, but it's really hard to remember to film actually. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and enjoy your knitting projects that you're working on at the moment. Or if you're not even knitting and you're using this to fall asleep like my husband does, ooh, she did not fall over, then good night.